Yo, it's so serious out here right now. I had to go get some Master Chief armor, man, because the PlayStation console is dangerous to have right now. I'm hearing it blowing up, catching houses on fire. Yo, causing false alarms in neighborhoods. You getting police rolled up on you, the SWAT rolling up on you, people banging on your door telling you to turn something down. Is everything okay? I'm hearing all kind of reports out here, man, in Texas. It's dangerous. Out here, man, I was just traveling on Highway 20. Y'all know how crazy Highway 20 is, man. I saw like 3 people, man, running across the highway with PlayStation 5s in their hands, bro. Dodging traffic. I'm like, it's that serious out here. How's my panel doing today, man? General, you doing good, bro?
I ain't got no next-gen system. I'm kind of mad about that. So I'm hating on anybody that got theirs, but I'm good.
You're gonna hate. Then you're gonna hate Rogue Story. Tech, you good?
I'm fantastic. I have all 3, but I sold one.
You sold one who?
I sold a PS5 to a pony.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I made some money where it pays off my Series S.
Makes sense.
That's how I hustle.
Hey, Rogue, how you doing today?
Great.
He's like, great.
Why are you feeling so great,
hey,
bro?
You just got, hey, Legal, you just got a thumbs down because of what I just said.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Keep it up, bro. Keep it up.
Keep it up, because there's gonna be a lot of thumbs down today.
You're not gonna like this, bro.
Oh yeah.
Keep it up, bro. Why you feeling so great today, bro? I feel a lot of heat coming off from over there.
Man, let me tell you, I tried pre-orders. I kept trying, kept getting kicked out, couldn't get one. I've tried literally every single day to try to get my hands on either a Series S or a Series X. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to stop looking and we're just going to make it work. So then I decided, let me go shopping for a new gaming chair. I'm at a furniture store's website. Guess what they got in stock? The Series S. Let me go fly down this highway as fast as I can. Speed ticket and all. I'm finna go get it.
Which highway were you on, Ro?
121.
Man.
It's up in, what is it, Frisco?
Yep.
Or the Colony? I'm sorry.
The Colony. Yep.
The Colony. Oh, man.
I was like, everybody, you got to get out of my way. I'm the pace car for 121 right now. Let's go.
You know what's funny? You'll find consoles at unexpected places because sometimes you can find it at Kohl's.
Right. Unexpected places, y'all. Unexpected place. Hey, check this out. I want to give a big shout out to the panel and to the chat room out here. The mighty Xbox community out here in the chat room is nothing to play with on Di-RRec Gaming. We come with the mighty 30. Come on in here and make it bigger, y'all. Get on in here. Stop being scared. We're not going to bite you, man. But one thing's for sure. We're going to do this thing called Xbox here. And to all the real gamers that stop by, salute to you. But most importantly, if you're an Xbox fan, you are right at home. We are not here. This is not the channel for propaganda. This is not the channel for all the slick talk. This is not the channel for all the inconsistencies and clickbaits that we see day in and day out. This ain't that show. This is the show of the streets. This is the show of the streets. And the new legal, is ready to get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first, second, third, fourth, fifth cousins, your step brothers and sisters, your aunties, your uncles, your grandparents, your whole generations, bring them in here. Get them in here because it's going down. From your hoods to your backwoods, to your next door neighbor, down the street, down the alleyway, at your 7-Elevens, to your liquor stores, to your Chinese stores, to your laundromats, to your arcades, to your malls, to your major cities, to your states, to your continent, your nations. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to come out here on Di-RRec Gaming where the Xbox fans talk their stuff and we do our thing. So I got only one question for y'all. What's going on with the PlayStation 5? Let's get to it. General, what's good?
Well. Once again, Xbox family, Xbox, everybody, everything Xbox. Congratulations to those that got next gen systems. But we gonna definitely tell the truth because the main media won't. Yo, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And I just want to make a point. Launch day is supposed to be like Christmas for all us gamers. Doesn't matter who you are. New technology, new games come out, new system. We always trying to chase that feeling that we get when we were young, right? But this right here is not good. You got a lot of PS5 fails. I mean, a lot of PS5 fails. You don't believe me? Type in PS5 fails on YouTube, and you will see so many horror stories. Sony should be absolutely ashamed, and they should be penalized, and they should be really, really as they say, the mob should scream because they put out so many faulty systems.
Don't go too hard on them, fam.
That's a genius move to do, man.
That's not. Because
Now they can sell more because they have to replace these.
Yeah, and the whole thing is basically this, right? Is that we have to stop pampering, pacifying, and not considering other people's feelings as gamers. People actually got up $500. They got up $400. We're in a pandemic. There's people out of work, people on furlough. Yo, people that they love the game. They went and got a digital system. They went and got a regular system with the disc tray. And man, Sony has really screwed their fan base over. Real talk.
This is
Xbox
so 360 all over again.
It is, right? The blue ring of death. So let's just call it what it is. The blue ring of death. You got so many systems that they're not even coming on, right? And I'm not trying to point people out, but these are horror stories, man, right? Angry Joe, YouTuber, right? He reviews games. His system didn't even come on, fresh out the box, right?
Stop lying.
No, that's serious. That's serious.
Come on.
There's another guy.
I call myself Angry
There's
Joe.
another guy from Review Tech USA. His editor, right? He got a brand new PS5 from Best Buy. Yo, turned it on, set it up, shut off once you start playing games. Never came back on again. All right. So here's the problem, right? We are so happy to get new systems, and we are so excited. But this is unacceptable because now, like Tech said, those systems had to be sent into Sony, and they have to send people a new one, right? But that doesn't compensate that I stood in line, like Rogue said, customer pickup in the cold, risking COVID, people out there trying to get a system, staying up all night, trying to order online, people ordering systems, they get in, then they get kicked out. It's crazy right now. But to not have the system work, when you go through all that, it's unacceptable, yo. It's just unacceptable.
It's pretty bad.
So many gamers, yo. So many gamers. You got PS5 making plain noises. You got PS5s not reading disc correctly. The next gen disc, keyword disc. We're going to get into that tonight, right? And it's like, yo, I seen a video where a dude playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it's flickering. The game played normally,
and then it stopped flickering. It went into quantum break, bro.
Godfall having the same problem. Miles Morales DLC's having the same problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Your screen just, it's like it's pixeling everywhere all at once, and it looks insane. Or you got overlap of video, like it's not processing what it's supposed to do correctly.
Exactly. And it's like, yo, it's like all these horror stories that you see, you know what I'm saying, to everybody on this panel, it's like, yo, why? Why? I did what you need me to do as a gamer. I put my money up. Yo, if it needs to be fixed with an update, fine. But this is more than just an update. Let's just keep it real. This PS5 was slapped together like a toaster with peanut butter.
Come on now. Toaster works better.
He brought back the toaster, y'all.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, but then, you know what I'm saying, it gets to also to the simple factor of, this, right? We have a generation of gamers that are nostalgic. And I'm going to get a lot of boos for this, but I got to say it because it makes sense what I'm going to say. You have a generation of gamers, they want to stay nostalgic. You have new technology that's trying to push to the future. So let me give you an example. On the Xbox side, right? Let's keep it real. There's been a lot of disk drive fails. You can go on YouTube. You can look online. There's a lot of Series X's. They got disk drive fails. But here's the difference with Microsoft. You may try to put a disk in, and you might get a clunky noise, or it may disk drive fail, but you can still play your system because Microsoft was smart to be able to have a digital source of gaming, which is Game Pass, your digital library, and more, right? So Microsoft, probably with that disk drive fail, they can fix with an update, or if you want, you can send it in. But the point is, you can still play your system. But the thing is, when as we as gamers, when are we going to really see what's going on? When are we going to understand? Because you want to keep playing disc in 2005, 2003, 2006, 2007, it's 2020. When are you going to understand that we are going digital? You can hate me, you can boo me, you can spit at me, I don't care. You got new technology that is primed to go digital. As a matter of fact, new stats came out that Xbox gamers are 70% ready to go digital. They see the numbers.
Because they bring the future. Microsoft
right.
does.
Yep.
So basically, you got a bunch of new Series X's, and I'm going to make a point here, and listen closer. Every Gears of War, every Halo has been remastered, has been made better. They're even putting out Halo with 124K, 120, frames per second. I believe that's coming in December. Gears right now, it's 120 on your Series X.
Man, you sure ate your chicken salad today.
Right? So basically, you got people that got this collection of games, and because they remade Gears Judgment, and it's in your digital library, it's in Game Pass, you still want to go play the exact game disc that you got with your 360 and put it in a new system. Bruh, when you put in a game and a disc, it's using a heat source. It's using a heat source. It needs to spin. It needs to spin, and it's causing more heat in your system. Look, I'm going to say it, and I'm the general, and that's why I stick my cigar in my mouth, and I put my general hat on.
Yeah.
You have to understand that these are new systems. You cannot, if you don't understand disc, let me show you. If you don't keep it in a booklet, it warps. It gets old. It warps. It's plastic. And you want to keep being nostalgic. That's fine. Keep your collectors, keep your art books, keep your steel books, keep all your posters, keep all your artwork, keep everything. But you eventually, as a gamer, got to understand xCloud is here. You can play games on your phone. You can play mobile. Yo, you're going to have to let the disc go. I'm sorry. You're going to have to let it go, bro.
Disc
because
go.
Everything you own, they are putting it in a digital library right now. Right now.
Disc got to go.
And this whole thing about, oh, well, I buy disc because it's ownership. No, you don't. You have a license to a game. You have a license to a game. And if
that fuzzy feeling that they need.
You can't play that game. Now, you can play that game offline, but you're part of Xbox Live. You're not getting no updates. You're not getting no achievements. Come on. I'm just being real. I'm being real. I see so many horror stories. I seen a dude on YouTube try to put in the Halo 2 disc, the Halo 2 actual disc. When did that come out new legal?
2004, man.
Okay, 2004, 16 years ago. 16 years ago, right? Halo 2 has been remastered in the Halo Master Chief Collection, It's been given all type of updates.
Why
all
do you
type
even
of
need the
corrections,
disc?
And you're trying to put in your old Halo disc. For what? It's already in Game Pass. And then you go crazy because your Xbox Series X start making a noise or a disk drive fail.
Can't read
but
it.
your system still works.
Right, Chisno.
With PS5, you can't play your system. It's done. It's a dud. It's a crack egg. You understand? And then on top of that, let's keep it real. They made the system too big. Another video I saw, somebody tripped over their power cord by accident. What happened, my panel? Them stupid plates that you could change came on, and he damaged his fan. Because when you take the plates off, Sony didn't put a guard on it because they wanted to make it easier for you to change out the SSD with your little screwdriver.
Which they can't even use right now.
Exactly. If you're a PlayStation fan, you've been screwed. Jim Ryan gave it to you, no KY, straight up. I'm keeping it so real. Straight so real. And you know what? Jim Ryan don't care, man. Them cats don't care. You know why? Because you're going to buy another one. So, as somebody put in the chat, PlayStation gamers, welcome to our world with the 360. Because I bought 8 of them. That's how much I love the 360. Y'all don't go through the same thing. Because they slapped that together. The SSD, they thought it was a genius idea to split it to make it half speed and half memory. Why would you do that?
Brandon called it karma. Brandon called it karma.
Yeah, if the chip goes bad, you can't progress. But I just want to say it's a lot of PS5 fails. And you got to understand, we're going into a digital future. And a lot of y'all need to understand in 5-6 years, when this next Xbox come out, don't bring no disc. Put your disc in a shelf. Let it be what it is. It is a momentum. It's a souvenir. It's a days of technology that we don't need no more.
But General, I need that fuzzy feeling of ownership. What do you say to that?
It's a license. I buy movies on Xbox. I'm an actor. I love movies. I want to be in them. But if I don't have Xbox Live, I can't watch the movies.
It doesn't matter. You can't get those updates. You know what, General? You on fire, bro. And I'm gonna let the rest of the panel speak before I go in. But you are nailing some straight up topics that I hadn't even thought about, bro. But you are definitely right. No matter how we look at it, you can't get away from online. You can have that physical copy, but when those updates hit that game, you better have Xbox Live if you want those updates. You just putting that physical copy in that console ain't gonna give you that. That's facts.
But that's all I got to say, man. I just wanted to speak on that, man.
Man, you left a lot of fire. We gotta come through with our hazmat suits. Ro, Jack, y'all got anything to say on that, or any new news that you want to elaborate on, or you can elaborate on the same news. You know it's going.
No, it's just unfortunate that this is what they're going through right now, because we know how it is when that 360 came out, and I wasn't hit hard when I had the 360, so I didn't really buy 8 of them like General did. I think I bought 2 at the most. And but it's still, just hearing those stories, what happened during the 360, and now it's happening pretty much the same thing now with the PS5. You got to feel for them for a little bit, but at the same time, people knew this was being too rushed at the same time.
Yeah.
This was not prepared. It wasn't developed. It wasn't designed. It was yeah. It's just not advanced like they thought it would be. And it's just sad that they had to rush it out, push it out just to get the sales, because that's all they talk about. It's sales, sales, sales.
Shout outs to the chat, man. Y'all on fire. I'm reading everything y'all saying. Y'all on fire. Rogue, you got the next one.
Let me say this to anybody, and I mean anybody. If you have a PS5, please refrain from putting it in rest mode. Because if you put it in rest mode, you are going to have some problems. You're either going to be bricked, you're going to start having graphic issues. Anything that you have installed, including your profile setup, is going to be wiped, and you're going to have to start over. So at this point, Look, just don't touch rest mode. Period.
Mm.
Period. Just leave it alone. Because I'm talking to somebody right now who literally just picked it up today. Set it up, got everything logged in, put it in rest mode, wiped. Somebody else just sent me a message. Set up their PS5 and they started playing bricked.
Right.
Mm.
Just like that, huh?
Just that.
Crazy. But you know, it's like we all said, we've been there and done that. And I know it hurts their feelings. I know it hurts their hearts. I know it does. We all know it does. We see them out here with their emotional rants and their denial posts and their sentimental sentences. Really cracks me up. It actually inspired me to actually make this show today. And I'm glad that y'all are here today. Rogue,
Yeah,
Tech,
it's been a while since we had all four.
Yep.
it's been a long
Exactly.
time. It's been a long time. And you know what? We understand it. We empathize with you. We feel your pain. But I think it's time for the new legal
Oops.
to bring that reality, to bring that rod, bring that staff that's going to part that sea. And I'm asking y'all, matter of fact, I'm pleading with y'all, cross on over, because don't give me the victory, man. I don't really want the victory laugh. I do, but I don't. I come in peace. I come with compassion. I come with all the sympathy in my heart for you. But I meant everything I said when I said Sony is going to fail you. And boy, y'all still trying to not give me that crown. Y'all are just, I got to say, y'all are putting up a mean fight. But you know what? That finish line is a long way. Man, you got to run all the way to Tanga, Africa to cross that line. I don't think y'all don't even want to go to that far east of Africa, close to that Madagascar region, a little bit of south of Ethiopia. I don't think y'all want to run that far. So, I mean, it's, to me, I'm just sitting back chilling, waiting for all that stamina and that steam to die down before y'all finally just give up and say, damn, legal was right. And let me just laugh, and let me laugh as I ride out to the sunset with my Xbox Series X in native 4K. Please, y'all, just get it over with. But y'all don't want to, so here comes the pain. It was told to y'all months ago from engineers, from Bloomberg, that these consoles were going to have issues. And if Sony was smart, they would fix these issues before they dropped them consoles. But no! Sony had to lie to you. Sony had to put their chest out and make themselves look like they big boys in a real cloud universe now. Notice what I said. See, Sony is not at their familiar playground. This isn't a hardware situation for them. This is a software situation for them, which puts them at a massive disadvantage. The one thing that they could hold on to has failed them, which is exclusives. Eventually, y'all was going to run them out of them exclusive talk, and we knew it. See, y'all demanded those exclusives so much, you basically wore out your devs. Devs have made that mighty exodus over to the Xbox world now. You're losing devs left and right because they're tired of y'all. They're tired of y'all complaining, tired of y'all whining, tired of your threats. You're doing it to yourself, PlayStation community. The warning came out months ago, early this year. You didn't want to believe. So like I told y'all, you don't have to believe. You can close your eyes. You can have sweet dreams. You can have nightmares. But one thing that you are not powerful enough to do is that change that future. You're not changing the future, bro. The PlayStation has failed you. And here's some reasons why. They rushed the PlayStation because they wanted to hang out in these streets with Big Bank. See, there's a problem when your pockets ain't that fat. and you go gambling, right? And you get in that big baller line and you want to start playing that dice. Well, see, the problem is unless you hit all your rolls, it's not going to be long before a fool and his money part ways. See, what do you think is going to happen when all these millions of consoles out here, like I said, the ones that are messed up, y'all are just doing beta tests for them. Basically, all y'all are doing is just sending those consoles back so they can check them off and say, okay, these are the bad ones. Don't send them back out again. That's all y'all doing for Sony. You are pretty much helping them out. This is why you're not getting another console until sometime in 2021. Y'all don't even know what month that is. They just said, hey, we can't give you no more consoles this year.
And I don't know if you saw this, Legal. They were on the news the other day. This is on the local news. They were talking about how the PS5 were selling out all over the place at retail places. And they're saying that Sony said they're not shipping to the brick and mortar stores because they want to avoid COVID rushes. You know, they don't want to have, you know, people lined up and just waiting and all ganged up together, waiting for a unit to be available, and then, you know, have the risk of exposing each other. So what they're saying is it's best to just buy it online when you can.
I can respect that.
They can't even go to their stores, yo.
Yeah.
And you want to know something, man? People want to downplay this, right? I get it. I understand your denial to the third power. But let me tell y'all something. Let me come back with that reality. All right. This is not a day one situation for Sony, people. This is the blue ring of death. Listen, we all understand day ones have normal mess ups. Normal is the key here, people. Normal. But when your stuff is not working, when your stuff is going haywire, when you're getting tears in your games, when your console is actually overheating on games that aren't even demanding, when your console sounds louder than a jet engine, mind you, the PlayStation 5 is louder than the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah,
it's louder.
Oh, so they got sound tests already? Because I haven't seen one yet.
This thing is equivalent to a vacuum cleaner, bro. Like you put your best bristle up against it, man, and it's gonna give it a run for its money.
Yeah,
you know, this is crazy, man. We're in 2020.
It's like having one of those AC window units turned on, right?
Facts.
Oh no.
I didn't mean to stump y'all, but that's
Oh no. I know what a window unit is. So wow, that is loud.
One of the air window units that you put in your window. Facts. This situation here. We're in 2020, and y'all are telling me that Sony can't make a quiet console in 2020? That's what y'all telling me. So you mean to tell me most of your gaming career on PlayStation has been a noisy experience?
The controller's more next gen than the console itself, says Mark.
Yo, I've been so new legal that they put so much R&D in that joystick. It's more advanced than the system, and they hyping it up like, oh man, when you play with the DualSense, it's so next gen. But what about your battery? Okay, I do all the bleeps and bloops and the speakers and all this. I got 2 hours of battery time. Give me a break, man. Stop it.
They don't know no better, y'all. The problem is they're trying to know what next gen gaming is, and they're trying to know what next level gaming is, and they're trying so hard to come out in these streets and talk their talk, but it's really lame, y'all. And you know what? Shame on you halfway saddle riders, man, who got Xbox all in your mouth and out here trying to make a toe for PlayStation. Y'all look stupid, man.
Yep.
Let me just go on and say that right now. Y'all look stupid.
So here's a listing of the issues that I see so far on top of whatever we mentioned already, if you want to hear me out.
Do tell.
Cannot connect to the PlayStation Network is an issue.
1.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
PS5 stalls upon restart.
2.
It's 2. ongoing power issues with the PS5.
3.
So shortly after you turn it on, won't turn on at all, crashes or freezes while playing, or turns off while playing. So issues with data transfer after initial setup.
Yep.
4.
So they're having issues with that. Rest mode, which Rogue mentioned, crashing the console. Problems transferring PS4 data to PS5. So like save data and profiles. That's an issue.
What's that, 7 now? I'm playing that Tetris though. That Tetris,
dude, that Tetris is bad.
That
Cool.
Tetris is
hard.
It's challenging. It's fun.
Updating the DualSense controller can give you some hiccups there if you don't keep it plugged in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
The HD camera or the PlayStation camera is not connecting.
Oh, don't say that now.
Yeah.
That's my VR.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my headset on.
So that's the hardware side. Here's a game that everybody is gonna play. Call of Duty is not working.
Wow.
The Cold War or whatever.
I'm glad I left that series. Man.
So that one's having issues. PS4 games that are supposed to be playable, I guess, are not playable. They're not playable.
That's 10 right now. That's gotta be over 10 issues right now. It's crazy.
And then downloads are stuck in download queue where they're just stuck.
They're just stuck there.
They're just stuck.
there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason Ronald. Thank you, Jason Ronald, for making an engineering Lamborghini of a console. I don't have it yet, but thank you. The X and the S. But can I say something? Techno? Let's just really pull the mayonnaise off of this jar, right? Pull the lid off this mayonnaise jar, right?
I like
It's gotta be that Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip. Exactly, man. Now check this out, right? So what I'm gonna say might be controversial, but I think it's facts. Me doing my homework. It's so interesting that people that went to Best Buy and Target and Walmart and Fred's Furniture Store and whatever, order online, their systems are having problems. But it's so interesting that people that got sent PlayStation 5s, the YouTubers, the media, the Parises from Gamertag Radio, the Alana Pierces, the Greg Millers, the IGNs, all these other people, their systems work perfectly fine. Do you smell controversy? You want to make sure that people, and let me not forget Giant Bomb and all them cats, right? So you want to make sure that your biggest supporters that run their mouth and dedicate their channel to your station, right? To your product, right? You want to make sure their system works 100% correct because they're not having no problems at all. So let me get this straight. You want to make sure the media is good, but what about the gamers, man? What about the little kid that saved his allowance? What about the dude that's on unemployment? He took his check and he put money away because he wanted a PS5. What about that dude? But you want to make sure Greg Miller's good? You want to make sure everybody else is good? Because you send them a product that works good. But you knew they were faulty products, Sony. You knew they were faulty products, and you're going to take it on the back end. And you know why? Because these gamers are so in love with your brand, you're going to send them a new one, slap Spider-Man maybe for free, and everything will be coochie crunch. Everything will be good. That disgusts me as a gamer. When you put the media over your own fan base.
Oh yeah, they'll cherry pick the good ones and like, here you go.
Right.
This works just fine.
You know, at some point, you gotta relate to some people that complained about it. At some point, you gotta take in consideration. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got people out here like Rogue being persistent.
Rogue being Rogue.
Getting one, and yet and gonna rep that Xbox. And going to showcase that Xbox. And then you got casual YouTube gamers at that sit around and always got expecting to get something. That's the funny part.
Yeah. Expecting
to get something, right? If they don't get something, they feeling kind of whack, feeling kind of out of place. They kind of feeling like, well, what do I got to say on my YouTube now to get something free? I got to get stupid and silly.
Wiggity whack.
So, it is what it is, man. That's why you got to enjoy the streets while you can. You got to keep it, you got to keep integrity at all costs, man. You can't fake yourself. You can't do stuff, man, that you know off screen you wouldn't normally do. This isn't about impressing nobody, man.
Yep.
What we do right here, we do from the bottom of our hearts, man. We do this right here. We do it for fun, but I enjoy doing this because there's a lot of lost hens out here, man, and wild donkeys. And you gotta understand, a lot of them. Look, man, I was on Twitter today, and there was 2 clowns that didn't believe that the PlayStation was having these issues. And one of them told me, man, one of them told the other guy about me, don't believe him, man. He's just posting stuff up. It's not true.
What you mean?
And I'm sitting there saying to myself, you managed to get on Twitter, but you didn't manage to understand what's going on around your console? In 2020, they still exist? I was just shocked at what he had said. So after laughing real hard, I just spanked him with 3 columns that had the subjects on them and left it at that. And was like, now you can either believe or you don't. But a lot of this stuff is fairy tale, right? They're fairies. They think that by closing their eyes, man, that all this stuff is gonna go away. It's not gonna go away.
No place like home.
Sony
got that towel he bought.
No place like home.
Right.
No place like home. No place like home.
The problem is this. Here's the problem.
Maybe if they wrap up the PS5 in a towel, like the 360. It's not just any towel, a Hebot towel. There we go.
You get a Hebot towel on that bad boy.
It'll work. It'll work next gen. Yep.
Facts. The problem, the main problem is their denial, right? They don't want anything happening to this place. Their insecurity is gonna fail them. And you want to know what else is funny? All these gaming journalists with these loud mouths are nowhere to be found.
No.
The reason why they're nowhere to be found is simply because they can't save you from this. Their mouths have got them in trouble. And see, now they can't validate themselves. And instead of coming out being honest, which they never been like that, but coming out being honest and having some integrity, you would think that they would come out and talk to their base, because really they don't talk to us. We're not their base. So let's just keep it real. We're not their base. They need to come out, talk to their base, and ease them down real slow. Put them out of their misery real nice and slow. Because right now they're having nervous breakdowns, man. They're losing it. I mean, for a guy to tell the other guy that I'm just making this stuff up, that was hilarious, man. And you got them out there like that. And you know, they Sony did this, man. They did it on purpose. They sat there and sold this console with all these bells and whistles that did not exist. There's no Dolby Vision. There's no Dolby Atmos.
There's no RDNA 3.
There's still no premium HD. The HDR that they're using is this gen. The lighting that they're using for ray tracing is this gen. You don't even get next gen ray tracing. And I had the dude to tell me, well, what's the difference? What if the PlayStation ray tracing ends up being just as equal as the Microsoft's ray tracing? I said, well, if that happens, then there's no debate.
But then it won't be isn't upgradable on the Series and then the PlayStation not? The RDNA thing?
They're using
their own
techniques from what is called
secret sauce.
Lumen?
Secret sauce.
Lumen. The Lumen, yeah.
It's the same illumination technique that was used in Gears 4 in the moon settings at the night scenes. The way, and it had no what you call it? What do they call that, man? Noise reduction?
Noise reduction. Right.
You didn't get none of that. You got a clear, crispy experience, even when the light was shining very vividly. And the thing was, you saw how Microsoft used that lighting then. That same lighting that was legendary in Gears 4 is what the PlayStation 5 is using today. It's not next generation. Why do you think, man, they came out first with that Unreal Engine 5 demonstration. The game looking like Tomb Raider. Why do you think they did that? They did that so that these PlayStation fans will be acting the way they were acting today. They went off the first initial salespeople. That's who they targeted.
Yeah.
They said, we can fool the day one buyers, get our money, because we all know Sony don't like giving their money back.
Oh, no.
This ain't console wars.
$70 game?
Trouble. Yeah. You guys are in trouble because you know darn well you're going to have
now
to
what Sony should have learned from Microsoft and what happened with the 360, they need to respond really quick and not let it go months on end like Microsoft did and be like, okay, you know what? We're not going to charge you because, they charge to send it back that $150 or whatever to replace it or fix it. If it's outside the warranty window, right?
How much money did that cost Microsoft, Tech?
It was a few billion, like a couple billion, I think, wasn't it?
It was $1 billion. It was $1 billion. $1 billion.
No,
$1 billion. Everything it does cost $1 billion.
3.2 billion.
Oh.
3. Because they ended up redoing the 360. Yeah. The next rollout was a complete different console than the previous one. Remember that.
Right.
And notice this. Sony isn't going to shell out no 3-point-something billion for nobody.
Nah, they just bought Crunchyroll.
They don't even give them their coupon rewards back. They don't even look. You can have a minor problem. There's so what? You can your gamer tag can get hacked. So what? You're not getting anything back. Your games, none of that. You know what? Matter of fact, change your gamer tag. Get a new password. That's what Sony's going to tell you.
Yeah.
All
I can say I can't even say it's up to you.
Yeah, but changing your ID is $10. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
Don't forget that.
Fact.
Changing your new ID is $10.
It's $10. Y'all can afford that because you're paying $75 for an expansion game that lasts 10 hours. So a remaster version at that if you want to play the PlayStation 4 all over again in the same thing. Just make sure Miles Morales doesn't change it to a lamppost when he's swinging through the city. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all don't. The one thing about the PlayStation community and these so-called high class YouTubers, what makes me laugh about them is they act like they want to be street down here with us, right? They act like they want to, they act like they can dwell, but the only time you hear them is on their show.
Yeah.
Because see, you get a lot of their followers are blinded anyway. They think what we're doing right now is a console war. They're so out of it, man. They don't even know gaming. The next person that throws up console wars to you when you're being factual, just ignore them. Just mute them. Just mute them. And you know why I say just mute them? Because they like what you do. Don't block them. Don't be like these half-stepping YouTubers because they get caught fronting, and then when the streets check them, they either sound weak or they block you. That's all they're going to do. Because they figure if they block you, you can't embarrass them anymore. They can't stand in these streets, man. They're not tough enough. They're not real enough. They're not real enough. And that's just the way it is. All these YouTubers down here like me, we just speak from the gut. We don't have no other option.
Yeah, and I got a big gut too.
I don't want your Patreon. I don't have to have a Patreon, bro. I'm not here trying to pay my bills off of YouTube. I'm a man. I got a job, bro. I can hustle. I can make money. I'm not asking no man for no
recycle.
I don't need your pocket change, man. This is fun to me.
But if you want to send Rogue 17 on a Bahama vacation, we are taking donations. She deserves it.
You want to send Rogue to the Bahamas? We'll gladly take it. We'll gladly take a donation.
You know what? I'm a little jealous too because every time we get online here and I started seeing the chat lit up, it's always like, "Hey Rogue, hey Rogue," and I'm like, "Whoa,
stop going
what about me, man? Say hi to Tano."
Damn, it's the Rogue show. You might as well just stay out of there. And you know what? That happened since day one, bro. Since day one, I don't even go in there no more. But I'm just glad she got her an S, man. I'm glad she got her.
Yeah, the S is a tough little guy. I'll tell you that right now.
It is. It's a monster. It's stronger than the PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm. But they don't want to believe that.
No.
They don't want to believe that.
No.
Can I drop 2 bombs? Can I just drop 2 bombs I just saw? So congratulations to the Xbox company, Microsoft. They sold an estimate of 1.4 million Series X's and 1.2 million Series S's in one day.
Whoa,
Nice.
wait a minute.
Wait, who's
you
giving out those
telling
numbers
me-
now? Who's giving out
Are
those?
you telling me that the mighty Xbox Series X outsold the Kevin Hart console when I thought it was going to be the other way around? Woo!
Also, let's give it up. Let's give it up for Rogue's new system, the Series S, which is next gen, right? It's sold out in Japan everywhere. You cannot find it. So, Microsoft, once again, playing chess. Because remember, Japan never liked Xbox. But Japan not feeling Sony right now either. And they darn not feeling the size of that console.
Right.
That's just real. All right. So, and the third one, getting my Xbox fanboy on, because I am the general. This is a beautiful one. Infinity Ward quietly makes sure that they updated the Call of Duty Black Ops War to 4K 120 frames per second on the Series X and not on the PS5.
Yeah, they quietly did it. Why is that?
I'll tell you why it is. I'll tell you why it is. Because I said last show, we don't gotta say nothing. We don't gotta do nothing. We ain't gotta write nothing. We don't gotta respond to nothing. The truth will come out. And they gonna understand they cannot build a console like Jason Ronald and his engineering team. That PlayStation 5 is a toaster. I told New Legal, I'm talking peanut butter and jelly. I'm talking strudels. I'm talking pastries, bagels, whatever. It is a toaster. It's a toaster. And developers knew, like New Legal said, developers knew since last year that PS5 was going to have trouble with third-party games.
Yep.
They were not going to be able to match the power of Series X. To go back to your question, they're not even matching the power of Series S, the little brother, right? So it's like, man, what are you supposed to do? Because y'all didn't did this whole console war. Y'all didn't put up y'all flags. Y'all keep calling us Xbox and X-twats and all these other things. But now karma is something, isn't it?
Yep.
This is not a normal day one situation. This is the blue ring of death. It's the blue ring of death. And they told you that this was going to be catastrophic if they try to hurry up and rush this out. They tried to tell y'all. But see, the problem is this, man.
Oh man, I got a shout out. That's nice. Yeah.
They threw all of these high tech, talks at them, like the SSD.
Oh, that tech.
All that stuff.
What's
man.
the point of all that if it's all crashing?
Facts. Exactly, Tech? Like, at the end of the day, man, you didn't get no proper demonstration of anything.
No.
Nothing. And you knew this. Like, why did y'all think Sony went quiet so much, man? Why do you think they got quiet so much?
Why do you think happen?
I'll bet you anything. A few months from now, something's going to come out, and they're going to come out and say they knew this was going to happen.
Oh, they knew it.
Besides what we know already by Bloomberg and all them, something else is going to come out later on in a few months that's going to put them in hot water.
You mean like no web browser, even though it was on the PS4? So y'all can't go to Pornhub no more?
Look,
the
man.
penny, I'm here for it.
Come on.
I am here for it.
Rogue, we ain't going there tonight. We ain't going to do it.
You're in cancer.
Ignore the general. Ignore.
You're cancer.
Yo.
You're cancer prize.
What they gonna do?
The chat, man. I appreciate all the prize, man.
Your cancer prize of your favorite dirty magazine and lotion is done.
Yo, that's right. That's the magic towel. It'll do anything. You know what? Hey, you know what?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's mighty intriguing to me how all of a sudden you had people out here making videos of running over the Xbox Series X.
Oh my god, that annoys me.
Talk to me, Ro. What's up? What's up with that?
I don't know why does this make sense to do? Running over with a car. You're setting it on fire, both the PlayStation and the PS5. What else? We got somebody throwing a mini fridge on it. Like what?
Well,
Please make this make sense.
This is always all for shock value, attention, views, and clicks. I mean, this happened. This happened back in the 360 and the PS3.
These are the kids that ate glue and sat in the corner by themselves and playing with Legos. You gave them a platform now. These are nuts.
There you go.
Because this happened in the same way in the 360 days and the PS3. It happened. There were people buying one, and right there in the middle of the line, they would get it, take it out, and smash it on the floor in front of everybody that's waiting in line.
Privileged folk. Yeah. See, I'm not privileged like that.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? I heard. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Even that level of stupidity is beyond me. And there's people out here, man, that are just that selfish, man. You would rather buy something. You probably didn't even buy it. Somebody probably gave that money. Because if you actually bought it and did that, there's not enough hands for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff does belong on social media. It doesn't belong in the reality world, man. Reality world, nah, man. And notice, I just can't, it doesn't make me laugh because I'm not impressed. You got to do something to a level, like go to the hood, man, and do something stupid.
But you still got people out there that are totally impressed. That's what's sad about it.
For me, man.
There are people out there that still get impressed. Like, oh my God, did you see what he did? And like, this happened before. This is nothing new.
But these are people that get excited off of tight sweaters. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
As I take my tight sweater off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they did everything they could, man.
My Super Mario sweater.
That's right. And their arrogance will be their demise. This is why things are happening to them. They don't get it. See, they're putting, let me talk about professionalism real quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
That still exists? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It still exists. It exists here.
Yeah, it exists.
Sometimes.
But dig this.
I dig it.
You know how they love to, it's, put it like this, man. It's like a safe haven, right? Look, you have the right to feel the way you want to feel. But I want to make something clear, and I want to give props to my Xbox community over here that to us, we hold value. We got our 37 strong over here. And like I said, I'd rather have a show of 100 real Xbox fans than 1,000 fake blind followers. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'm not only content, but I'm very happy and very thankful for the chat room, because most of these cats over here, they know exactly what they're talking about, and they can stand strong on their own too. So that's not a question. But what gets me is when you get and there are certain different types of gamers, right? You can't just knock gamers because they don't think like you, or talk about things that you don't talk about, because in your little gaming world, it makes you feel uncomfortable. Nobody is saying that the PlayStation 5 is trash, or whoever buys that console is stupid. You're not going to hear nobody on this channel right here say something like that. But what you'll hear from us is say, listen, you can't be double standard. You can't sit up here and talk about Xbox all day, but then don't want somebody to talk about PlayStation when PlayStation has its issues all day. Doesn't work like that. That's what y'all want. We understand that because see, we don't hide behind the gaming media. And see, the reason why the new legal ain't scared of the gaming media, because the gaming media is casuals. You're not listening. Truth stands on its own. Give me a second, y'all, because I'm gonna rant. The truth stands on its own. It doesn't need a million co-signers to validate itself. These YouTubers, they don't stand on their own too. They hide behind their view count. They hide behind their followers. This is why when you check them, a lot of their followers come up and start speaking on their behalf. And they act like they're speaking on somebody that they really know.
Yeah.
I want y'all to really understand this type of fantasy world. That this is real in our community, though. This is the gaming community. All right? You got to accept it. It's not going to go away unless they get rid of YouTube. When you take away all them followers, all those blind followers, and you just isolate those people with YouTube channels, there's an origin about every last one of them. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody starts at zero. This is why nobody is special. Not one of them is special. But see, they feel like because once they get this platform and they start building up with their blind followers, that now everything that they say is gold. And if you challenge it, you're a fanboy, you get blocked, you get talked about. Well, if you're going to block somebody, why are you going to talk about them? Coward? That's a coward move. See, out here, we're out here. We're not on our phones. We're not cooped up. You want to see the new legal? The legal is everywhere it's gaming. You want to see tech? Tech is everywhere it's gaming. He's everywhere where it's tech. You want to see the general? He's out there in the Jersey streets, up there in them GameStops. You want to see? She's open with her laptop at work, shopping for those consoles. This is why I got respect for these three right here. Because like me, they're everywhere gaming is at. We're not over here trying to wheel people in. One thing I can say about this chat room, they're not here because the new legal has a flashy, all this glitter and gold look and a high-powered presentation channel.
Yeah, I mean, I like your green screen background.
Facts, bro. You invisible one. I had to take that green screen down. It didn't hide my bed, bro. This view camera here is too big. I had to get rid of it for a minute, man. I never
knew Master Chief wear white teeth. That's just me.
I'm in my white teeth, fam. You know? But you know, man, it kills me because the streets is where it's at. And it's gonna always be where it's at. They don't want to give the credit because they want you to think that this gaming stuff is about YouTube channels now. It's not about YouTube channels, man. It never has been. Salute to you if you are successful on YouTube. That's about it. I'm not gonna hate you. I'm not gonna hate your channel. I'm not gonna hate what you about. You build your kingdom and I'll build mine. But there's one thing about this show right here, and one thing I can say about everybody over there in that chat room. They here because they want to be here. You can't come to Di-RRec Gaming because you just, because I don't have nothing for you. But what I do bring is the truth, the integrity of the Xbox streets. And there's one thing about the new league that I hold with a lot of pride, General. There's no confusion in what I've been about.
Yes, sir.
Day one, no confusion. I ain't never played my community, not one time. You ain't never had to question my stance, not one time. Yep. And for that, because you've never had to question it, is why I go hard in the paint, day in and day out. I go hard in the paint, bro, day in and day out, because I know my community. It ain't based off of numbers. I see everybody up in here who works hard on their channels. Man. We don't give enough. Dirt Riggedy, man. He works hard on his channel. Yeah. And you want to know what's funny about him?
For my money.
Dirt don't have high caliber YouTubers. He, just like me, has people from the streets. 100. He don't have high caliber YouTubers on his channel.
Mr. Halo.
Right there off the street.
Mr. Halo 100. Yup.
You know what I'm saying? The people who have been standing strong for all these years, all right? Just because they have some mishaps or just because they talk different from you, you don't want to give them the time of day. But yet, you're quick to talk about somebody else on social media, but you don't want to give the respect to those who's been here, who just been fair with you. Look, we all aren't the same, all right? And we all go about our differences. But one thing about it is we don't fight with each other. Those guys don't bother me. Those guys do their thing, and they do their thing well to their degree. And they let me do my thing to my degree. But you guys sit around here, a lot of you guys sit around here, y'all think y'all cool by who you follow. Come on, y'all. You got to grow up out of that. That's not being a man. Stop being a follower. It's okay to like who you like. I'm not here to say that. Technoblast worked his butt off. Technoblast is self-made. Let's give it up to Technoblast. One of the newest to do it.
Yeah, who's that guy? I don't know about that guy.
Tech went under the radar, y'all. Under the radar. 4,000+ strong on YouTube channel. Worked hard. I remember when he didn't even have a G. I remember him. Tech worked hard. The General coming straight off of the Xbox Live community. Coming straight off that phone to the mic to where he's at right now, standing strong. Look at Rogue Enigma. Coming off that mobile, that Call of Duty mobile should give you that smoke. Every day. I'm out here looking at Shizno Elite. I'm out here looking at Afterboss from Canada, who I had on my show just the other day. Him and Fireboss. Him and what was it? Who else was it? Oh, Elite Guru. We were all over the world the other day. That's the stuff that makes me feel special as an Xbox representative. No, I'm not an Xbox ambassador. There's nothing wrong with that if you are, but I'm not. I'm a little too grutty. There's no glitz and glam over here. This is not Bad Boy from 1996. This ain't the shiny suit stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be something I'm not. I can't do that. That's why I know the people that are here, they truly appreciate the new legal. You can't be here and just not appreciating it. You can't. It's not for you. It's just not for you. You're not gonna come. You can't. This ain't gonna pacify you. This ain't a neutral show. You come here to enjoy Xbox. You come here to enjoy the community of Xbox. That's what we bring here.
Yeah, there's not too many of those.
About PlayStation, we give it its own fair shot of work. We're not gonna sit up here. Look, man, PlayStation. Jim Ryan came out here and lied to y'all. It is what it is. It's not a console where he lied to y'all. We know that y'all want to follow PlayStation. That's y'all's brand. Nothing wrong with that. You want to talk, you got the exclusives? Nothing wrong with that. None of that bothers me. But what bothers me is when you really think you're again, when you're not. What bothers me is when you come out here and you try to front on that console when it's not hot. When literally it is hot, but it's not hot.
Oh, it's hot.
On the level
it's
of
real hot.
X.
It gets too hot and shut off.
Facts. What bothers me is when you have these YouTubers, we got the greatest console in the universe, right? And they'll trick their YouTube channel to show you that they got a PlayStation 5. It's crazy.
Yeah, what's up, guys? It's Technoblast. I just got myself a PlayStation 5. It is fantastic. It's great. It's really next-gen technology. The console is off the chain, guys. You got to get one at your nearest retail store. Hey, don't wait long because you won't find too many of them because they're selling out pretty quick.
That's all it is, man. All it is to pacify the weak at heart.
And that was all in one breath.
We're not here to pacify you, man. We're not here to persuade your emotions. All right. If you want a PlayStation 5, go get it. But my thing is this: why are you looking like you so surprised?
Oh no!
You're on social media every day. So now that this PlayStation console is having all these issues, Why are you acting like you all surprised? That's my only question. We've been telling you this. We tried to tell y'all what was going to happen. They're not going to tell you what's going to happen because they are relying on your likes. They play off your emotions. I'm not playing off your emotions.
And
I'm
retweets.
trying to make you see that, listen, man, you're putting your money on the line. It's not cool to spend over $300 something and then it's possible that you won't get that console back. Sony ain't into giving y'all nothing back. We know this. History has shown us countless of times. So out of respect, as gamers, we've been there. We can empathize with you, but we're not going to empathize of your ignorance and your stupidity, like Heba said. When you can't be ignorant in 2020. There's no way.
You're asking too much.
It's
You're
too
asking
much.
too much.
It's too much, man.
News around here. The only way you want to be ignorant is because you choose to. Being ignorant is a choice. So if you want to choose to be that way, we can't sympathize with you. We can't sympathize with you. It's too much going on. And then you wanted to. You mean to tell me that you are willing to go out here day one and go buy a console that you know nothing about? I'm trying to hold the gaming industry to a much higher standard. I'm trying to show that we're not as dumb as people think we are as gamers. That's been a stigma with us since the 80s, General, and Tech. And my girl Rogue, we all played in the 80s. We know what it was about. Rogue wasn't even popular. She was even under us. As a female gamer in the 80s, she got no credit.
Nope.
Look how far along she had to go. People like me, Tech, and General were nerds. We were geeks. We didn't get the girls. I don't know. I can't say
Hey.
But
Hey,
you know
now.
what I'm saying, man?
Look, I'm not the most handsome man, but
Hey, look.
I pulled,
Hey,
man.
hey, look, man. I beat Double Dragon for this girl, and I got her number. So that was an arcade moment. All right. There.
I got to. Right, you know, they out here. Oh my gosh. Let me put this up. Let me just let that breathe for a minute.
Hey, man, you brought it up, man. It's calling us ugly. Calling us ugly, not dating.
Down to.
Yeah.
Because you remember how PlayStation did the devs? Remember how they did the indie devs?
Yeah.
They did them shiesty. They basically used the indie industry. They used them for like a whole year because they lacked games. And then as soon as they started building up their catalog, they got rid of them. And Microsoft came and scooped them all up. And you want to know what's funny? Is that the gaming engines that are available now for indie developers, they have a way of getting it without a high cost, and sometimes it's for free. Now, this is why you see indie games looking way better than they ever been. And Microsoft coming over here to Microsoft, bargaining on this Game Pass, Microsoft gets in there, helps them out, and man, you taking an indie game and it's looking like a AA game. It's looking like a low budget single A game. And now the devs of these indie games are pleased. They're happy. They're getting paid, unlike they never would have been. They're getting this attention. Game Pass has changed the way we as gamers have looked at gaming.
Because the industry changed, and some people don't want to change with it.
Never. And the fact that you would hate on something like that shows your blindness. You to the point to where your blindness confused your brain to the degree that I even had a PC guy today, right? Pop up, tag me on some nonsense, says some stuff like, you know, when are they gonna get it that the Xbox Series X ain't as powerful as the PC and all this stuff? And I'm you know, this dude does a lot of talking, but never shows anything like most PC guys that do that. And I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what, bro? If you can't show me anything, and it's funny because I'm almost like, if you can't show me those new NVIDIA cards or those new AMD cards, all I can do is laugh at you. That's about it, man. All we can do is laugh at you.
Yeah.
Because they still, just like some of these PlayStation fans, they're insecure. And their reality is this. Sorry to break the news to you, but Xbox is in PC. It's made love to it. It married it. and they're having babies. Those babies are those graphic cards, bro. They're having babies. And you know what, bro? They're twins. They're actually twins.
Oh,
Yep.
That's so
They're
sweet.
twins.
so adorable.
Oh my god.
The general had to go, y'all. Shout out to the general. He had to go. But
Peace, General.
that's the situation here. Everybody wants to be in denial. But Microsoft, they're not out the gate either. All right. The Series S has its issues.
Yes,
We're not saying that they don't. But the Xbox issues are day one issues. They're not issues that are of alarming rate and that you're having all these catastrophes going on. That's the difference. Microsoft has delivered. They made
and a lot of the issues are mainly, I mean, besides the whole disk drive issue, because that's hardware, but it's a lot of back-end stuff. You know, I remember when I signed on to mine, when I was setting mine up, I was having issues just getting to the login prompt to enter my email and password, you know, to get my gamer tag logged into it. And every time I said add account, it would just go right back to that beginning page. And this is like right when I booted it up, right? Trying to put my ID and password in there. And just like, all right, it's like maybe something's happening in the back end. You know, it's day one. Everybody's trying to log in at the same time. I'll just let it sit for a few minutes. And sure enough, I was in and it was fixed.
That's right, man.
That was to be expected, though. That happens when you have something that launches, because it happened with Apple, actually, with the Big Sur launch. Everybody was trying to install it at once. It caused everything to shut down, and then once it got a chance to breathe, it came right back up.
Yep. And that's how it went down with me. I swear, I went like 3 or 4 times, just kept trying. It's like, dude, I just want to get the prompt so I could put my email and password, and would not do it. It just kept resetting back to the beginning. To that window where it has all the profiles, you know, that profile page.
Right.
And it just, I couldn't add mine. It's like, all right. So I waited, you know, like I said, about 15, 30 minutes, and then finally went through. I'm like, all right. So it must have been a back end thing. It's not the hardware.
Right. Oh man, they just gotta accept their facts, man. They just gotta accept these facts. You know, it's missing a lot of key elements.
Yeah.
It's big for a reason. Another reason why it's big is because they got to try to keep this thing cool. This liquid metal, that's very risky, y'all.
Yeah.
That is very risky. And I don't know why they chose that going on with a console. I mean, it's very risky when you're talking about PC gaming. Elaborate on that, man. I don't know all the details on it.
Well, you just can't get electronics wet with anything, all right? Yeah. Unless it's one of those special liquids that is not conductive. And I've seen PC builds with entire liquid cases in it, right? At QuakeCon. I don't know if you've seen it, Rogue, at QuakeCon.
Yeah, they had those liquid cooling systems, but it's the type of liquid that's in there, though.
Yeah, it's like they're not even the whole case is just like a big aquarium, has all this liquid, and all the electrons are being touched. But that's a special type of liquid. It's not that liquid metal they keep talking about. Right, but if that thing bursts and starts dripping all over the place, then you're in trouble.
This is what y'all keep talking. I'm gonna pull up what I heard. I want to elaborate on this because it's crazy on what they were saying about it.
Yeah, it's just nuts. I mean, the thermal would have been just enough. I mean, it's not that super advanced. We're not 30 or 40 years in, you know, right now where it's like, you know what, we need a Terminator inside our console.
Right. Here's something that was on it. I didn't get the article name because I chopped it up, but here's what they had to say about the PlayStation 5. Now, the first thing to understand is that this doesn't mean the PlayStation 5 is going to have liquid metal pumping through it like a water-cooled PC or your car's engine filled with coolant.
No.
All right. The liquid metal acts as a heat sink in a predetermined area between the semiconductor chip and the radiator. It replaces the traditionally used grease that is usually used in electronic components. Instead of grease, a metal that is liquefied by heat. That's what's going on with it. There it is right there. During operation of the semiconductor chip is used as a heat conductive material between the semiconductor chip and the radiator. So Tech was completely right. If such a metal is used, the thermal resistance between the semiconductor chip and the radiator is lowered. Well, that's the whole point, right? And the cooling performance of the semiconductor chip can be improved. You didn't hear that. It's a guaranteed situation. It said
That
it can be. Right. See, that's the situation here, y'all.
And a lot of like experts have said you could have used the traditional stuff. There was no need to go that big.
To go overboard with it.
To go overboard and go with the liquid metal, just to make it sound cool and sound more advanced.
There you go, brother.
And make it sound more advanced than it really is, you know?
That's the chest being poked out, Rogue.
Yeah.
They poked their chest out. They wanted their fan base to act like they can really hang with Microsoft. That Tetris effect is fire, y'all. I'm playing it. I'm on like dude. It gives you the smoke too. Tetris is hard, man.
Dude, Tetris will mess with your head with all the things that are going on. You know, while you're playing, trying to get those pieces, you know, stacked up correctly.
Bro, that music, man, the beat and the rumbling in your joints messes you up, man. Facts. Because you know you're doing good, but it wants to tell you you're doing good, right?
Yeah, it wants to mess with you. That's
coming in, you start getting sweaty. You're like, no. And it just messes with you, but I like it.
I get to the point of that game where when it starts going fast, I just focus in the middle of the game, and I'm just kind of watching on the edges, like my peripheral vision. Like, all right, got this. I can put it here, you know, do my thing. And until
good at that game, though, man. Did y'all see Major Nelson? He went ham on that game, bro.
Did he?
Yeah. When they premiered it, he was playing it, man. Dude was pretty good at it, man. He's pretty good at it. It seems like he done put some time into that game, man.
Well, he is a little older than the rest of us.
Right?
Nah, he's probably in the same age range as us.
Major,
or maybe Major. I gotta see. Yeah, Major.
Who are you talking about? Who's the same age as us? Who are you talking about?
Major Nelson.
Major Nelson's, man, he's older than us, man.
1962.
Yeah,
he's close to that. He's got to be.
Damn, he old.
I wouldn't put him past. I wouldn't put him back. Yeah,
like he's 20 years old.
58, man. He don't look like he's 58.
I wouldn't put him past that. He's the greatest hype man of Xbox, man. That dude's been doing it for 20 years, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm lying. I wanted to catch people off with that 20 years, man. Ain't nobody did that over those 20 years. Xbox ain't been out over those 20 years. But nah, he's been about a good solid 2019 at least.
He's been the majority of the time, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, man, look, we get it. Both consoles have their issues. Microsoft is pretty much holding their ground though with their issues. PlayStation played themselves. They wanted to get in this pot and that's the problem. They just wanted to make themselves look like they were special. And that's what came back to bite them.
Yep.
What Tech said is exactly correct. That's the difference, people. The difference is Microsoft was confident. They threw that bad boy out on the Game Awards for 8 months straight. All you could do was talk about it. They threw their stuff to their haters, to YouTubers, to all over the place. They put that daggum thing out there in the streets. They put them out like Rogue said. They put them in Kohl's and what was the place you got yours from?
Nebraska Rogue? Furniture Mart.
Put it in Nebraska Furniture Mart. They even had, remember, IKEA was even sponsoring it, saying it looks good with our furniture. IKEA. Yep. I mean, the confidence level with Microsoft and their console was on another level.
They sent them to children's hospitals.
Speak on it.
Okay. Yeah, he did it. They went to, I think they did like 20,000 of them that they sent to various children's hospitals.
Facts. Look, the children in the hospitals are playing it next generation on another level. Yo, man, the thing what Rock was doing, man, that's our OG, man. That's our certified OG.
He posted a video of him when they initially announced the OG Xbox. It was so funny.
Just to see what he looked like then and now.
Right. What he look like now.
Microsoft, a lot of people don't know this, but Microsoft used the MTV crowd to promote, to market that Xbox, man. That Xbox came from MTV. The success of here's the two places. It was MTV's exposure and it was college kids. That's what helped thrive Xbox. And the one game, Halo.
And
One day.
an actual real network multiplayer
Fact.
system.
And live.
Live.
It's true. There's no one
For
denying
console.
that.
For console, because it's different for PC, of course. Everybody wants to start throwing in PC. We know how that works. We don't need to be told and reminded.
Right.
But
Y'all wanna know
because
something?
at that time,
Right.
you know, there was consoles, but there wasn't network consoles. And you know,
right.
Xbox made it possible. So who innovated?
That's right.
Microsoft did.
You know what's funny is when y'all think about it, when you really think about this, you got Microsoft, right? Who's notice the word confidence. This whole situation is built off the word confidence.
Mm-hmm.
From day one, we had to pay for Xbox Live. From day one. Remember, in order for Sony to appeal to his fan base with all that stuff, look, man, they had the memory cards. Y'all remember the memory cards? I used to laugh at
Oh, yeah.
with the memory card stuff. They used to crack me up, man.
Xbox had that too.
Not the OG.
Yeah.
Not the OG.
Yes, it did.
Only in the controller. You didn't have
in the controller. Yeah, it was on the controller. No, you didn't have to have it.
It wasn't built. It wasn't built.
Oh no.
The same way. The play. Okay, text throwing in some signs here. The difference. No, you're right. But there's a difference.
Yeah.
The difference in those storages were that when we had those in our controllers, the point of that was because we were in the LANs and we were engaging in a real gaming community. You pull that out, and if I went over to Tech's house, all I'd have to do is put it into my controller, and all my stuff came up.
Yeah, your profile.
Right. It was more of a collection of my gaming that went along with me.
Yeah.
Now, the aspect of the PlayStation storage memory card was because you ran out of storage on your console. You needed additional storage to actually play your games.
Well, I don't think it really had any real storage then.
I don't think
PlayStation.
it did, bro.
The Xbox was one with a true traditional, PC hard drive in it.
Facts. And notice, in order to look decent, I mean, even decent, because you remember, they all knew the service. PSN, look, man, this is facts, all right? This ain't console war talk. PSN is garbage. It's always been garbage, and unless they do something with it, it will always be garbage. Let's stop with the shenanigans, man, and call it what it is. It's garbage. And it only made sense when it was free. I've been saying that since day one. PSN only made sense when it was free. And put a note to this. That was the only time it made sense to go online with PlayStation, was because it was free. Now, notice what I'm saying. We're paying for a service that gave out great quality. We're paying for that. But yet, they run over to the PlayStation side, and I know this because I lived through that era. They was over there because the online service was
free.
That's it.
That's all I kept hearing. It's like,
that's all it was.
So? It's like, but your party system sucks, because it did suck. I had the PS3.
It was garbage.
And I played online with PS3.
I did too. And I had cats where exactly, man. It was garbage. When you literally when you went from live to PSN, you didn't.
I mean, you get what you paid for, and when you don't pay anything, you're gonna get garbage.
Facts. That was the only way. But look, y'all, I want to show you how this stuff works with Sony. Sony knew that time was running out. They was borrowing that time, y'all. They was borrowing that time. They knew that they had to. At that time, console sales actually meant something. Your console sales meant something.
Oh yeah.
So you was helping them stay free because they was selling in those millions like out of this world. You was helping them, and then you was buying those Blu-rays, and you was doing all this other stuff. You was using that media. You was helping them. But then lo and behold, that PlayStation 3 came out. Yeah. And man, I'm telling y'all gave Sony the headache because once again, new technology came out. And what's Sony's worst enemy? It's not Microsoft. It's not Nintendo. It's new technology, like I've been saying. New technology came out and messed that PlayStation 3 up. And then Sony, because they wasn't making no money, had to do what? Start charging you. There you go. Start charging.
But
And they didn't even fix it, Tech Rogue.
No.
It's the same.
Then a few years later, what happens? The big hack.
That's it. Then you find out that they didn't even update your software infrastructure to even be online. That you was playing on an outdated service. This is what Sony thinks about
playing
on outdated, man. When they finally did the investigation, what led to the hack was because it was old. It became easy. It became easy to get in. And this is what y'all defend. You know, we defend Xbox. We got a damn good reason to defend it.
Some people probably say,
Sony,
get over it already. It's like, yeah, but you guys keep bringing up, the Xbox One launch. You guys keep bringing up the Red Ring of Death.
Right.
Hey, it's only fair if we bring up the hack, the year of the hack,
And that was the worst embarrassment in history. The Red Ring of Death didn't even have nothing on that. Nothing on that.
Yep.
I mean, that was the worst failure in gaming history that could ever happen. And Sony is still hurting from that. This is why their console is like it is. They don't have the capabilities, all right, to make consoles like Microsoft makes consoles. Their engineers aren't even on the level. You got people in the gaming journalist sector who can't even speak on behalf of the genius that was created within that Xbox Series X and S. You can't even, and it's going to get worse for them because as Azure Cloud gets more implemented for our console,
that's not going anywhere.
But see, you notice, and you're going to hear it here. Notice how they all went to sleep on that flight simulator. You know why they went to sleep on it? I'll tell y'all right now. Because flight simulator is the beginning of the end of y'all. Wait till that bad boy gets on Xbox. You want to talk about how powerful it is? When that thing gets on Xbox, all talks on deck, everything out the way, you will not be able to doubt it anymore. When you see that this is the same exact game being ran on a console, I can't wait to see that day. And yes, I will be in the corner waiting to laugh, come out of the shadows with all kinds of laughter. Because what y'all fail to understand is, can you imagine a Halo game, open world Halo game, where the effects look like Flight Simulator? Now, Legal, you talking crazy. Am I? That's all I want to say. Y'all still want to bet against me? I've been serving y'all L's for a long time, but I'm a humble server. Notice, man, I'm humble. I don't call out no names.
I'm not humble. Shoot, I'll be quiet today.
I ain't calling out no name because I don't have to. My record speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. And, hey, so you gonna tell me that ain't no games are gonna come out looking like how Flight Simulator comes out this generation? Y'all want to bet against me on that one? So when it does happen, because it will happen, but when it does happen, what game you got that's going to compete with that? That's when the real game over happens.
Bug snacks.
Understand, people, that this is a game of chess. Seriously. When you play chess, let me tell you what chess is all about. Chess is about seeing 10 plays before you make your first one.
Yep.
Microsoft, like that post I just put up on my Twitter, the article that said the Xbox Series X is way ahead of its time. Microsoft has made moves that are way ahead of its time, and you are just now in the planning phases of Microsoft's moves. This is why it's so easy for Microsoft to do what they're doing right now, because they're finally moved a pawn on the board. See, for 7 years, their board stood still. The Xbox One was a beta console. It stood still. And they made plans with that console. They were looking at their board and they strategized every move before they did it. And when you saw that Xbox Series X drop on the Game Awards and you saw Jeff Keighley's face, that was the first pawn to move. When you saw the Xbox Series X drop today and make history, that was the second pawn to move. So y'all gonna sit up here and tell me by the time the king is protecting the queen, You think you got something for Microsoft in the future? Really?
Yeah.
When it's already married AMD and uses NVIDIA as a concubine?
Mm-mm.
What? You better hope that we don't that a partnership with Steam isn't coming. You better hope that don't happen. And I'm here to tell you, I think it's gonna happen. Bet against me. I guarantee it's gonna happen. If it's not gonna happen, we getting them placed that I'm sorry. We're getting those PC games. We don't even want those PlayStation games. They're too slow. They're too slow. I'm sorry, they're slow and boring. You saw it, man. I mean, be honest. Listen, we saw Mikey Barra say it. People aren't lying about that stuff, man. These games are a snore fest. They're snore fest, man. You know, the best thing that ever happened this generation for PlayStation is their controller. And that's sad. That's sad.
Like we said earlier, that's more next gen than anything else they put out.
I remember y'all used to talk about our controllers, man.
Oh, yeah.
I still got a controller that can't mess with our Elite controllers.
No.
Elite 2.0 is just flames. The Elite controller and the Elite controller 2.0 reminds me of MOP, Billy Blaze, and Little Flame. Can't mess with it.
I didn't get the version 2. I'm waiting for the new one to come out.
That version 2 is lit. And if they coming out with a version 3, I'll be getting that too then.
No, yeah, I'll get the version 3 when it comes out. I didn't get the 2.
Version 3, I didn't even hear about that.
I still have the version 1. I still use that all the time.
Yeah, if you're not the version 1 is if you're not I messed up because I started using it for gear. It was more of a racing. It was for Forza mostly, but I started using it for Gears of War, man. I tore mine up.
I used mine mainly for a lot of games that had a lot of controls in it. You know, for like Witcher.
Right.
You know, for Forza, not Forza, for Fallout. You know, Fallout has a bunch of controls in it. Stuff like that. A lot of RPG games, I used it mostly, and I mapped a lot of buttons to the paddles underneath because I really didn't want to wear out you know how you run? You press down on your joystick and you got to run. I'll map that to one of the paddles. Some of the shoulder buttons, I'll map that to the paddles, and that made me play a lot better than the default controls.
You're right. I knew that my controller got messed up, right? Microsoft actually sent me a Gears of War controller for free, man. Blew me out of my mind. For Christmas, I sent one back, and then I actually told them about my original, my other Gears of War, because I had 2 of them. I sent that one back. It never came back to me. I guess somebody got that one. They was like, nah. But they sent me the original one with a case because I didn't have a case for the other one because it was given to me. So they sent me another one with the case. So I still got that one, and I kind of customized it with the snuff grips.
Yeah.
And it's been holding off, but it's not better than the 2.0.
Yeah.
You're right, man. Listen, bro, we're in 2020. Can you imagine blowing on your controller, girl?
That's such a Nintendo gimmick there.
And Nintendo had it for certain games that you could play where that was a feature because you had to do that in order to play those particular games. So I'm not sure why they decided to let's recreate this for PlayStation.
Well, it's just another thing, another gimmick like they had on the DS4. They had the light bulb for what? You know, they had a light bar for I covered mine up with black tape.
Wow.
Just so I don't see it because it was just annoying seeing it on my TV because I'll play in front of my TV and I see the reflection of that blue light. Yeah. So I put tape over it. And then now you got this thing where you blow on it. I mean, come on now. I mean, how many games are really going to take advantage of that?
Not many. Because Nintendo didn't have that many games that took advantage of that particular feature either. So
yeah.
I'm loyal. I'm sorry, I'm loyal. I'm not playing no kitty in. I'm not buying no Nintendo that I'm never going to play. I keep it 100. I had bought the Switch. I buy them.
You still can't find it, huh?
Like I regret it. I regret buying it. Had no games when it came out. No games. I had to wait till Chris. Yeah, one game, Zelda. I had to wait till Christmas for the mark. Man, come on, y'all. Stop it. Look, I ain't with all. Listen, you get whatever you want to get. Play whatever you want to get. I'm buying my Xbox. I'm done. I don't need multi-consoles that's going to sit around me
No.
Nintendo and PlayStation don't have no consoles that I'm bugging me out where I'm running to pay 50. Nintendo never drops their prices.
No, they never did.
I got Game Pass where I got 100 games to play for $9.99. You look, bro, it's 2020. Y'all just look, man. Anybody and everybody's catching L's trying to downplay Xbox right now, man. Xbox is the only real place to play video games, bar none, hands down. You want to waste your money? Waste your money. I've been there. I'm just gonna speak the truth. Waste your money. Nintendo, what you gonna get? Mario Brothers. What you gonna get? Another Mario Brothers. What you gonna get? Another Mario Brothers. You gonna get Paper Mario 3 times. You gonna get Mario Galaxy 3 times. Come on, y'all. Stop it, man. Stop it. If it was Xbox, it wouldn't even make it out the gate with all those continuations. It would never make it out the gate. And those games would never drop prices. Xbox wouldn't even be here right now. Y'all would have been thrown Xbox in that trash can. Y'all wouldn't even have to worry about buying that console anymore if it was Xbox. That's why I don't show no. Here's what I don't do. I don't show no favoritism. Xbox catches the most heat. That's why I like it. I can't see myself jocking them other two consoles. They get pampered. I'm not part of the pampered community. I'm not part of it. I'm too hard for that. It goes against my persona. You can't catch the new legal. And I've been there. Been there where my homie stole the PlayStation 2 out of a college. They brought it to their house, called me up, yo, we got the new console.
Oh, man, that is thuggish, ruggish.
Oh, yeah, they finally told me after years. But we was over there balling on it. You know what I'm saying? Balling on it. Absolutely balling on it. Every other day I'm over there playing Grand Theft Auto 3. But don't sit here and tell me when that Xbox came out, I got that deluxe edition, that my mind was blown away. Because we didn't see those signs. We couldn't tell what those words said until I bought an Xbox. When I bought an Xbox, my gaming experience went from 300 to 9,000. I was in billboards. I played that game all over again because I could finally read stuff in the game. If it wasn't for Xbox, we wouldn't even be where we at today.
Yeah.
PlayStation is trying to be like Xbox. Nintendo trying to be like Xbox. And the only reason why Nintendo's even hanging on like they do is because the word loyal came up. But loyalty is the only thing saving Nintendo right now. They got a loyal base over there, and they can thrive off their loyal base.
Yeah, all those Pokemon games and the Mario games.
Facts.
Yeah.
They got millions of loyal fans. Why do you think Microsoft bought Minecraft? The word loyalty.
Oh yeah, Minecraft has a huge
fan base. Loyalty. Loyalty is hard to come by. Nobody that owns a business doesn't want loyalty from their customers. Nobody. That's unheard of. You want your customer coming back to you every time he gets ready. You want to please your customer. You want your customer to be satisfied. You want loyal customers.
Yeah.
Microsoft earned that from me. They earned that because they're giving me a place, and I'm a family man. I got children. So it only doesn't just help me out, but it's affordable for my whole entire household. I'll be damn if I pay all them single player games and have to pay them again, throw them at my kids, pay them again, pay. Man,
but legal.
2020.
But
2020. I'm serious, man. Look, I've been gaming for too long. I'm beyond that now. I'm beyond the fact that I need to prove to anybody that I'm gaming on so many consoles when I can game just as effective with one console with a whole bunch of games.
Yeah.
It equals out for me. Look, I can pay over $500 for one console. At day one, I have over 100 games to play. Right off the bat. I don't get that with no other console. I don't. So I don't feel bad when I'm loyal to Xbox because Xbox makes me feel pretty darn good to be loyal to them.
Yeah, you start off with an immediate back catalog.
The controller, look, I have my reasons, right? It ain't just
you don't wonder if those back catalog work They do work.
I'm not just dissing that PlayStation, Nintendo. I have my reasons. My hands, look, man, I play basketball, right? My hands ain't the biggest, but I got big hands. I got long fingers. I can't use the Joy-Con. That's for midgets. Nintendo don't even make controllers.
I got small hands.
They don't even make controllers for me.
I got girly hands.
Lo and behold, the DualShock, all these years, and then you just now changing it up. All these years, you been missed me with that midget controller. Like, I just couldn't play it. It just wasn't comfortable for me. And it wasn't like the games over there were just mind-blowing, where I felt like, man, I need to drop 60 on these games. When most of them, all I'm going to do is walk around in these games. Come on, man. I'm going to walk around and talk in these games.
Let's take a walk.
Let me. All right, look. The biggest games, y'all, this is facts. The biggest games of PlayStation was Uncharted 4, where you walk around and talk. Horizon Zero Dawn, where you walk around and talk.
You drive a Jeep.
What else? God of War, where you walk around and talk.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Well, not only do you walk around and talk, but you do have some action. Spider-Man kind of speeded up, but you walk around and talk because
he swings around. Get it right. He swings around.
Right. I played them Spider-Man games. A lot of talking. I collected Spider-Man comic books. Spidey is a talkative character, so he's just talking for no reason anyway. Peter Parker.
The guy won't even shut up for a minute.
He don't shut up. Exactly. He don't shut up. And then that's it. Those are your heavyweights. Them 4 games were the heavyweight games.
Yo, Legal, what about Bug Snacks?
Man, come on, man.
I don't even know why this even they hyped it up. Find something else.
Look,
like that is a game for my 3-year-old niece.
I'm not knocking Nintendo's history. I'm not knocking Nintendo's history. Nintendo was the last of a dying breed, right? It's the last of our essence. You know, we don't want Nintendo to go anywhere, man. Look, it has its base, and I like it. It's family oriented. It's kid based, and I like that. All of us don't have to be the same. So what I was saying was factual stuff for me. It's not the fact that Nintendo saved gaming or anything. I got the history. I got you. I understand. I'm talking about in 2020 what Nintendo is offering to me. Nathan, not nothing. But Nathan, without the buns, without the relish and the mustard and the ketchup. They just giving us dogs, man. That's just the truth. I had it. I went out and bought the Switch. I went because I was like, you know what? I ain't had a Nintendo in a long time. I want to get a Nintendo. Got the Nintendo. I was like, why did I get the Nintendo? Soon as the minute I could have played Zelda, the Breath of the Wild on my Wii U, I was like, I messed up. I screwed up. So I just gave it to my daughter, who was a Nintendo fan. Guess what she says today? I don't even want to tell you. Guess what?
Speak on it, Legal. Speak on it.
Thank you. Guess what she's playing today?
Xbox.
There you go. She don't even want She don't even want it.
She said, Daddy, those are for kids.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what she told me straight up. I told her it was last Christmas. I said, hey, you want any Nintendo games? You want some stuffed animals? Because sometimes I give her some stuffed animal, Mario stuffed animal stuff. She got a nice little Nintendo collection. I ain't gonna lie. She does it pretty well. This girl gonna tell me straight up, Dad, I don't even want no more Switch games because all they do is make the same games and make them into Switch versions. I looked at her and was like, girl sound like me. And I don't even teach my kids to be like me. Look, every one of my kids, I teach them to stand on their own too. If you think New Legal's a diehard Xbox fan and all I do is because I got nothing but Xbox in my house because I tell my kids they ain't playing nothing else, that ain't true. What it is my influence is strong. Yeah. But like my son did when he went over his friend's house, he was like 5 years old. The one that'll give you the business on Gears, he's 9 now. He came home one day and was like, Dad, I was over with my friends out playing the PlayStation. Look, this is him. At 5, man, the controller is whack. I couldn't understand what in the world is. I was like, son, it's okay, man. Everybody's got different consoles.
So
But I whispered to him, I said, but yeah, the console is whack. He started laughing. I was like,
yeah, I got the Switch too, mainly for me, but I was like, let me play with my two boys, right? Because it's like they're more kiddie games. It's more friendly, it's easier to control. Right. And then we'll play Mario Kart every now and then together.
Facts.
But now both of them, they're all about Roblox.
Right.
So my younger one uses my iPad for Roblox, and my older one, I moved my gaming computer over to his room because I got tired of him being at my desk.
It is what it is. It is what it is. And you're not gonna get me to buy a PlayStation. I'm just too competitive. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know.
You don't want to waste it and have it burned up your house either. You just moved in there. It's just me. I never liked it. That's just what it is with me. So, but I don't have to sit here and just bash people who get it. That's silly. I've never been like that either. No. Only I do that.
Ask me, yo, legal. Why had you never bought a PlayStation? We'll sit down. I'll pull you a chair. We can write a book about this. Because, everybody that's ever tried to sell me a PlayStation had to lie to me, man. You got a lot of people, man. I don't like that. That's not good product. That's not good product.
Nah, not at all. They out here looking like Samsung.
You have to, bro. Why do you think those people at GameStop, why do you think now the story about GameStop has finally came out? We've been saying it for years about how they sat up there and lied about the PlayStation. GameStop, Metacritic, the gaming journalists, they sold that console. Sony couldn't sell that to you. Think about it. They came out the gate lying and got caught right out the gate. Lying about Call of Duty. Lying about Killzone. They came out right out the gate.
Yeah.
You know why? Yep. Because Microsoft had those games. Microsoft had the Rise, Son of Rome, the Dead Rising 3s, the Master Chief Collection, the Force of Fire, the Crimson Dragon. What else? Am I missing one? That's 5 right there. I remember they had at least 13 Killer Instinct. That's 6. I'm missing like 7 more. And you trying to compare that to only 3 games at launch? That's how stupid this is, man. This is how much protection Sony needs. Okay? Sony needs the gaming journalists to lie for them. They need a blind following. Unlike Microsoft, they don't need nobody talking on their behalf because they know what they make. And when Microsoft makes mistakes, they will come out and tell you, hey, we made a mistake. They don't need no outlet saying it for them. They have their own outlets.
Yeah. Even with the GameStop stores now having to change up the way the inside of the store set up, because if you remember prior to everything that went on, when you walk into the store, the first thing you saw was PlayStation and Nintendo. Xbox was in the back. Now that has changed.
Oh yeah, I walked into the GameStop the other day to pick up something, and sure enough, man, they rearranged everything. Microsoft put front.
Still trying to fight, yeah. But what's going to happen is the policies ain't came in yet. Until you start seeing those Microsoft pros and them Surface Pros in their hands,
oh yeah,
they ain't gonna be able to rearrange nothing soon.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not gonna be able to stand behind those counters soon.
So.
And Microsoft doesn't want it to where it's like this. Look, you got to look at it like this, y'all. I wanted to say something about being professional. I'm sorry we got off topic before the general left. But he'll see this, so I got him. Have y'all noticed that there's a different kind of level of respect that comes from the Microsoft camp? Notice how, and people don't get it because, like I said, don't get mad at the chat, okay? This is the almighty chat over here. These are the gamers of the streets, man. We think differently. We play our games differently. We talk differently. We're different type of gamers. So we're not like you that wants to be pampered in the way you feel about games. All right? They're different. And I got respect for them. Now, on that, when you see Phil Spencer and stuff say, hey, congratulations to Sony, you get some Xbox fans who get upset about that. I understand, but I'm just here to tell you that those are business models. The business models they do that. Do they have to do it? No. But that's the type of leader Phil Spencer is. Understand, this is a Phil Spencer influence going on, y'all. Understand how good of a leader we have. This guy doesn't cuss. This guy gets all the slandering. He gets all the make fun ofs. And you know what he does? He puts it all on his back and walks for us. That's what Phil Spencer does. He goes on other shows that aren't even Xbox centric, gets over there and just talks up with all that great Xbox integrity he does. Now notice, he can sit up here and say, congratulations, PlayStation. You know why? Because he's confident in his product. Notice, Jim Ryan's name wasn't highlighted. Just notice that. You never see Jim Ryan give Phil Spencer credit. Jim Ryan will never mention him in when he's having an interview. He talks like Xbox is a distant third world country, and he's ashamed to even bring them out of his mouth. So it's an old saying: to get respect, you got to earn it. So I was keeping Phil Spencer's tweet real heavily, and when I noticed that, I pointed it out. That's not Phil Spencer in a bad attitude way. That's just him saying, hey, look, I understand him, but I don't have to respect his vision and what he stands for in gaming. Because remember, he had to call it out when Jim Ryan wasn't going for that crossplay. And Phil Spencer said, I just don't understand somebody that's been in the game industry as long as they have. He didn't say his name, but he was like, and I might get in trouble for saying this. He said it, but I have to disagree with that kind of mindset, because a mindset like that does no good for gaming. Remember, this is the same dude who dissed Game Pass. Look at Game Pass now. Remember, this is the same dude that dissed EA Access. Look at EA Access now.
Peace. We'll holler.
Look where it's residing at. Remember, this is the same dude who didn't want crossplay. Look where crossplay is at. I want all y'all to think about this. When those chats are out, then notice, you get people like John Linneman, right? You think of Digital Foundry, you think of that supposed to be some kind of professional platform. But you'll get this dude who can't even handle the streets. He can't even handle criticism. But yet he likes to talk behind that mic. You know why? Because he looks at you as you're beneath him because of the following aspect. You don't have a mighty following, so who are you? Who am I? I'm a gamer that came to give you this smoke. Care about blind followers? I came to give you this smoke. And when he can't handle it, he'll cut you out. Notice what I'm saying? And we got him on record. We got him. The streets is beautiful. He cussing people out on Twitter. Now,
what are you talking about, me?
You think that's professional? Think about that. Can you imagine somebody saying something to Phil Spencer, being critical to him, and he cusses out somebody? I want you to think about this.
Microsoft was like, we no longer need your services. Leave your badge on the desk. Have a nice day.
Facts. You can't do that at your job, Rogue and Tech. You can't just go off cussing at people.
No.
There's a no profanity zone.
No, I won't even have a job.
Right. Now, look, when you're not at your job, Tech, right? But you're still carrying your job's name when you go online. See, that's the difference. This dude is wearing Digital Foundry's badge when he's on Twitter.
Yeah, no.
It's all over the place. It ain't just him.
If I had my, this is where I work on my Twitter thing, and I start mouthing off to people, and it gets back to my boss. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be trouble for me.
Exactly.
You know,
because
that's why I never mentioned where I worked. I the only thing I mentioned is the industry I work in, and that's as far as I'm gonna go.
Facts. You are a representation of the company you work for. So when I see this lame, because he really is, man, it's just facts. Not calling him something out of his name. He's a lame. When I see this lame go out of his way to cuss people on Twitter because he thinks he's some hot shot, it shows the kind of professionalism of Digital Foundry, because they allow him to do it.
Yeah.
You don't get checked for that. They allow him to do it. So this is the levels I'm talking about. There's levels.
I think at the same time, I kind of get it, because it's hard to hold back, but at the same time, it's like you gotta hold back because of who you represent.
Right.
You listen, man.
I mean, because like
This-
when I'm at work,
Tell
when I'm
us-
at work, I'm techno, the work guy. You know, my personality may be different. You know, I may be a lot more toned down and professional, and you know, they don't know me they don't know what I do here. You know, if they saw my channel, they'd be like, "Whoa, we didn't know about this."
Right.
You know, and then yeah, it's just he's in a tough spot because at the same time he wants to do his thing, and at the same time he's representing that company.
Right. He would need to separate. You use your business account for business.
Go
personal
use
for
your troll
personal.
account. Get your
But
troll
you're
account.
using your actual account where everybody knows who you are, where you work, what you do,
Facts.
and that type of behavior is a no-no. I
How's
don't
that
care
professional?
where you work. That is a no-no. You don't do that. Because that looks bad on the company that you work for. So everybody thinks, okay, so this company allows their people to talk to other people like this.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And
know-
even though I'm always the guy to say, you know what, that's outside of work stuff, but you know, it still kind of ties in to work and you can get in trouble. The Kevin Durant burner account.
Brain G4 be killing it as usual. Craig Simmons, what's good, baby? Yo, everybody out here in the chat. I see all of y'all out here, man. Y'all all out here. That's right. Doing y'all's thing, man. I'm glad y'all feel at home. Make yourselves right at home. You at home. And thank y'all
just don't get my Dr. Pepper.
Actually, this is Di-RRec Gaming's record night, man. I think we hit 40 views tonight.
Yeah, we're at 37 now.
And that's beautiful for us. Hey, man, that's beautiful for us. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, look, how somebody else views numbers, we view numbers differently here. Because every single one of y'all, so far, I see y'all. I'm familiar with y'all. There's no fakes in here. I don't see no fakes in here. So Di-RRec Gaming is certified right now. The streets is gonna listen. The streets are always gonna have to say so. They don't want you to know that, but who's going out here buying these consoles? You are. You don't.
Me.
You don't have a platform where you're kissing butt. You're doing whatever you got to do to get. Now listen.
Clicks and views.
Let me clear that up.
What about the kissing butts part?
Everybody that's doing that is not kissing butt. Let me keep it real. There are some people who work hard on their YouTube channel, their content creators, and they like doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. And if Microsoft sees fit that they can promote their console on their channel, much power to them. But what I'm saying is, you guys don't have no channels. You guys don't, you don't have no platform to voice your opinions, and you're not heard. So what we try to do, we just try to echo y'all. That's what we try to do.
Echo.
Abadazad YT Gaming. Should I buy a PlayStation now or in a few months or years or days? Hey, listen. Honestly, right now wouldn't be a good time to do it.
Nah, not right now.
Yeah, wait. Just wait.
I'll just put it like this. Me personally, if you already have the PlayStation 4 Pro, honestly, right now and for a couple years, like 3 years, bro, there's no reason to get a PlayStation 5. And you ask why? Because PlayStation has been confirmed by Sony that they're not doing away with the PlayStation 4 for about another 3 years, man.
Yeah, you're still getting the new Horizon. You're gonna get the new Godfall. You got Spider-Man on there.
Everything on it, right? It's no, so and to be honest with you, there's really hardly any graphical differences. It just isn't, and with the power. So, I mean, if you really want to get a PlayStation, you're not gonna get one if you didn't get one this time anyway, till sometime in 2021. So, regardless, you're gonna have to wait. But I don't know how bad you like PlayStation, man. Honestly, if you don't really like it, keep your PlayStation. Wait till 3 years and demand to see what PlayStation is going to do for you.
And hopefully they redesign it by then.
Right?
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff they got to work on. Like,
because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This one right here was a complete joke. They played people. It's not cool. It's not cool what they did, and it's not cool that people who were loyalists, fans, they have to go through this in 2020. See, this type of stuff happened in what 2003, 2004, the Red Ring of Death.
Five, 5, 6.
Right. That was a testament that stuff like this should never happen again. The fact that it's happening on PlayStation in 2020 tells you something about.
Yeah.
This is about their integrity, man. Their leader, Jim Ryan, is willing to lie to you. And you gotta look, man. I'm a perspective type of person. You would get mad if you was going to a car dealership, right? And the car salesman lied to you about the performance of this car. You're dependent on his honesty because you really want to buy this car. You get it. You drive off the lot. In 2 weeks, the darn thing runs raggedy. You're not going to be happy with that product. You're going to go back. You're going to say, man, why'd you lie to me, man?
What's up, guys?
I put warranty on this thing, man. I don't want this car no more. Because
Jimmy's in the house.
a lot of people. There's a lot of people who took a lemon, drove
And that's why
off.
a lot of states got lemon laws now.
There you go, Ro.
They
Especially
make lemonade.
our state of Texas. Oh, there was a lot of people getting ripped off in Texas. A lot. So I don't try to get all uptight into my feelings about a console because I'm worried about it not performing well. When the Xbox One wasn't performing well, you know what we did? We got in those feedbacks. We demanded better. We're representing a better company. How is it that we got an inferior console? It didn't make sense to us. We knew that Microsoft could present greatness. We knew what they could do. And when they listened to us and finally brought that X out, we was like, oh boy, they're getting close.
Ooh,
Now they brought this monster, it's over. And they did that. And you want to know what's funny? If y'all watched that unboxing presentation, there was a secret that was given to us in that presentation. I don't know if people was listening, but Chris, the one that was a part of the Xbox team that created the Xbox Series X, he said they were working on that console in 2017. The same year the Xbox Scorpion Edition was supposed to come out. They were already working on the X. So think about it. They were years ahead of this stuff.
Yep.
They put in a lot of work. A lot of genius went into this tech. This console is special, and it can't get the proper respect. We've never been par with PC. Not since PC took over in 95. We've never been able to get back to that level. And we finally did. And not only did we do it, we surpassed PC. Why do you think you don't hear a lot of these PC people, even on YouTube, that have millions of followers? They can't talk right now. They're scared of the Xbox Series X. They know what they have in their PC. They can't compare it to the Series X. And I'm gonna tell you something. When that cloud hit, they're gonna be even more scared.
Yeah.
But the availability is always there, right? Tech, right, Rogue? Nobody's saying you don't have to buy it. So you can buy whatever you like. But Microsoft's just like this. The only problem you're going to have is when you start trying to compare it to our product. Buy whatever you want. It's like buying a Toyota Camry and want to race a Bugatti or a Ferrari or a Porsche or a Lambo. Come on. At some point, you got to wake up. You got to realize what you're buying. That's all it is. Nobody is saying that you don't have to get anything. So that was a good question, man. I try to put it out there as best as I could for you. Right now, if you didn't get it, of course you're gonna wait. But a couple years,
just wait anyway until they get everything straightened out.
Console, bro, because this console right here ain't gonna do nobody no justice.
No.
You didn't go next generation with it. They already lied to you. So what's the point? Stay where you at. Enjoy those games if you like them. That's all. For us and PC, we going places. But for us, we're really going places because we're going to go to a place where they can't go. The PC's only going to go off of hard power. They're getting those. That's why they're getting those graphic cards and they're getting all that ray tracing hardware put in and all that stuff, DXR, all that stuff put in. That's going to be raw power. We're going to get something special soon. They're going to be able to decipher between both of us, but we're still going to be there. But there's going to be some little specialties that the Series X is going to have.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, when that next console come out, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They thought this console was cheap. Man. Look at the price you're getting for what you're getting. $539. What is it, bro? $400 and some dollars. And look what y'all are getting. See, the PC fans, you remember they always would talk about frame rates or over graphics. So we're getting 120 frame rates. Who's arguing with that? See, they can't argue with that. They can't. It's a beautiful day in our neighborhood, man. It's a beautiful day in our neighborhood. Tech, you got anything you want to say, man?
Just don't buy the PS5 right now. If you plan to get one, just wait a few months, man, because you want them to work out. They gotta let them work out all the bugs and the quirkiness. That's everybody else's experience, because you don't want to be one of those statistics and
you sitting here with a brick.
Sitting there with the brick and having to send it back, and you just spend $500. You got to wait a little bit longer. Might as well just wait. Just wait.
Yeah.
Get them, girl.
Well, I can say this too, and I have like people that are on my friends list and people that I know personally that play PlayStations, and like I really feel bad for them because they literally worked hard, put this money together to get it, and then to not have your product work the way that you want it to work. And I do feel bad for them. And even from a consumer standpoint, when you put your money into something, you expect it to work. You expect to not have this caliber of problems that they're having. And Sony really needs to fix it and make it right for all of their people. Everybody. Because without your consumers, you wouldn't have a product. You wouldn't be able to sell anything.
Facts.
Like you would be closed for business. So they got to make it right for all of their fans, their casual gamers, hardcore gamers. They got to make it right for everybody.
And they got to act fast too, because
they got to.
This is not 2005 where you're a little forgiven just a bit. And yeah, they need to respond quick to all these failures.
Facts. And also, hey, listen, shout out to Shizno Elite, all you guys, man. Y'all know it, man. All you guys, okay? Thank y'all for making this night our record-breaking night. You guys,
they get more attention to Rogue than me. I'm sad.
we want to say thank y'all for real. Thanks for believing in us, man. Thanks for taking care of us, y'all. We're gonna keep going. Mind you, when we hit 100 subs on the channel, man, we always do a giveaway. So sometimes I hit it between the 50s, but we're on our way. And then we get there with y'all, man. We get there with y'all. We're not even worrying about it. We're just having fun, man.
Yeah, I got a great empty Dr. Pepper can that I can give away. It's fantastic.
We'll figure something out.
They have warranty.
Yeah, they do. Everything comes with limited warranty.
He said something good here, y'all. He said something good here. So let's be patient with him. Now, that's the trick part. I don't know, man. Sony has history of not taking care of their people, man. Their customer service is garbage. So it's a big risk dealing with them, man, because they I don't know. I can't speak on it because I don't trust the services. I don't trust their customer service. I don't buy into their gaming product. Now they got some good products out there, but outside of gaming that I dig, but the gaming product, nah, man. They can keep it. Hopefully people are getting refunded back. And here's the thing, gaming. If they do refund you back, are you going to get your console back anytime soon? Because notice that they don't have consoles to send out.
No,
they're stuck. They're somewhere. We don't know, but they're not out, man, and they're not coming out. No time, not this year. So November, December, them consoles ain't coming out. All we know is sometime in 2021. We don't know if it's spring, summer, fall, or next winter. We don't know. But we're already in the fall. We're heading into the winter. I don't know, man. It could come out next January, February, but we don't know. The thing is, Sony has put themselves in a position that their ambition failed them when they began to lie. We all know that they had great ambition, and know this. What's going to make it hard, Tech and Roll? They went expensive, man. They went very expensive with their parts. And that was another warning. Remember, Bloomberg and a lot of other people, the engineers spoke about it. They said Sony went with some expensive parts. And the problem with that is if something was to happen, they gotta back up with these expensive parts. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I'm gonna say this. Most states have something that's called consumer law. So if you fall in one of those states, that does consumer law. If PlayStation does not do right by you, you can call their customer service and say, I have a problem with my device. These are the issues. And you say the words consumer law out of your mouth. They are transferring you to somebody who's going to do what they need to do for you because they do not have a choice. That is a governmental law.
You know why we know Rogue is telling the truth? Because Rogue, what's funny that you said that is because PlayStation 5 just got sued this year out of Australia over consumer laws. Ain't that funny that you said that? And you want to know what's funny? When I was reading, I think it was 4 people presented themselves to that court and won. Sony paid? I forgot what they had to pay. Well, no, it was $3.5 million. $3.5 million. And you want to know why they did it? Sony was hesitant about just what he said, giving their base refunds. They got sued over refunds, y'all. Refunds. I want everybody to think about that. And so you got these blind followers. I'm Australian. Well, I be. Are you in Australia right now, man? Wow. Good to have you, though, man. Good to have you. But, yeah, they sued them. They got sued for the fact that they was resilient to give those people their refunds. They got sued over that. Now, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. You don't hear that type of stuff with Microsoft. You don't even hear that type of stuff with Nintendo. Let's give credit where credit is due. But Sony is notorious for such actions like these. This is their rap sheet. And yet you got people out here, man, defending this company. And if it was Microsoft doing this, we would have tons and tons of YouTubers talking it down. Tons of articles day in and day out talking it down. Come on, man. It's just, at this point, it's so silly, bro, that it doesn't even make any sense anymore. It is that pathetic. It really is. And like I say, I don't tell nobody what to support, but I just don't get it. Like, I don't know what, it's at a point where I'm like, I don't know what y'all expect. This is what Sony does. And that's just the way it is, y'all. It's just the way it's going to be. PlayStation 5 right now is having problems. The ring of blue is in effect. What we going to do? These YouTubers can't save you. These gaming journalists can't save you. Sony can't even save you right now. You in it for a long haul, people, and it is what it is. Shouts to the mighty Xbox community out there. I don't know what happened to Tech. I think he lost connection, but we got everybody. Shout outs to Tech. Shout outs to the General. Shout outs to Rogan M17. Yo, shout outs to the whole entire Xbox Live community. Once again, can't say enough of y'all for keeping us excited. Shout out to the Twitter team. Shout outs to the Twitter team. Be putting in that work, giving that smoke day in and day out. Shout out to the Facebook family, the DX men of the DX Mansion in the building, man. All day, every day. Yo, shout outs to Australia, man. We had 2 people from Australia tonight. Shout outs to my man Jeremy Merchant in the building. He is a mighty DX man as well. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to Red Dead Panda. She ain't here today. New Zealand in the house. Shout outs to my man Afterballs from Canada. Shout outs to my man Guru Elite from the UK. Shout outs to the world, man. Shout outs where you at. Shout outs to your continent, man. Stand up. Stand up for your nation, man. All of y'all. This is Xbox Live. We game around the world with each other. It's what it is here. And it's exciting here. Can't do it without y'all. I'm humbly requesting a major shout out to everybody that was a part of this panel making us go through the roof tonight. Thank you, Rogue.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, as always. And shout outs to all my peers and my Rick Ross boys. That's what I'm talking about. The realest 91 in the building. Yo, Jeremy Merchant, the kangaroo, baby. That's your name. Kangaroo riding, drop beer rests and Aussies don't get enough recognition. You do here, baby. It's going down upon the crown. We here. We here. Yo, shout out to my man Delvin. Shout out to Dirt Griggity. We Bleed Green, that whole crew out there, man, that came through and stopped by. Appreciate you guys, man. My man Delvin always showing love. I got to get him back on here. We got to do a 21, a one-on-one, fam. We got to do it. Let you come up in here and represent some Xbox. Yo, to everybody out in the streets, anytime you want to come up on here and represent some Xbox, man, hit your boy up. Y'all know where to find me on Xbox Live right there. That's my gamer tag. The New Legal. Send me a message, man. All we say is keep it professional. Keep it 100, man. Elaborate on your thoughts. Put out those great opinions, man, and let it ride. Don't be scared, man. You're beautiful. You're great. You're an Xbox gamer. You're next gen, baby. Yo, this has been the New Legal. Represent Di-RRec Gaming. Remember, always keep it gaming. Chase the one up in life. And last but not least, Xbox rocks and it don't stop. Yes, y'all. To the all day long. We green and we strong. We out of here, Rogue. You know what? I never took you up in my spaceship before. You know what? Just stay right there. Send me I'm gonna come pick you up. We're gonna roll around Arlington tonight, man. I'm gonna show you a little bit of Arlington. Let's go to Fort Worth, go to Dallas, and let's dip down to Brazil. Let's go to Rio de Janeiro. Then we're gonna hit London, and then we're just gonna come back and kick it, man, for a minute. Show me your little Xbox Series S, and then I'm gonna go home. Is that
It's so adorable.
I got neon blue lights in there. Is that cool? I'll change it up. I'll put some neon green lights in there. Is that cool with you?
It's cool. Blue is cool because, you know, I am a Zeta.
I'm going to come pick you up. Anything you want to eat? Anything you want to eat? Do I need to bring anything?
Water.
I got a lot of water in there, too. I'll pick you up some Whataburger. I'll get you some Whataburger.
Whataburger will work.
I'm on my way. We out of here.